Hello friends, welcome to a new session of Basics of Number Theory. Today we will be discussing some important topics like prime numbers, then we will be discussing factorization, we will discuss what is HCF and LCM and how to calculate them. So we will start with prime numbers. So what are prime numbers? The basic of prime number is that any number which is divisible by 1 and itself is called a prime number. So the number should not be divisible by any other number than 1 and its own self. For example, 2. So 2 can only be divisible by 1 and 2 itself. In case of 3, it can be divisible by 1 and 3 itself. Then 4, in case of 4, because it is divisible by 1, 2 and 4 itself, so it is not a prime number. When we talk about 5, it is divisible by 1, not divisible by 2, not divisible by 3, not divisible by 4, but divisible by 5, so it is a prime number. 6, is it divisible by 1? Yes. It is divisible by 2? Yes. Divisible by 3? Yes. So it is not a prime number. When we talk about 7, it divisible by 1, not by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but 7 itself, so it is a prime number. So this is how we get to know what are prime numbers. So why are prime numbers important? Prime numbers are very important when we talk about factorization. So what we do in factorization, we break down a number. So we break down a number into prime factors. That is important thing, prime factors. So what are those prime factors? Prime factors are basically the prime numbers which are made up of. So for example, if we take 12, so 12 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3. So it can also be written as 2 to the power 2 into 3. So here the prime factors are 2 and 3, into which 12 is broken. Now let's take another example of say 15. So 15 can be written something as 3 into 5. So the two prime factors are 3 and 5 for it. If we take another example of say 35, then it is 7 into 5. Again the two factors are 7 and 5. So first we need to know what are prime numbers, and second they are helpful in doing the factorization. So if let's take a bigger number, say number is 240. So how we can go about it? We can take the easiest 2 that is there. So we can start with something like 2 and it will lead to 120, then again 2 will be there, then it will come to 60, again 2 will be there, then it will come to 30, again divisible by 2, it becomes to 15. So now 2 is not divisible by 2, then we will divide by 3 and it comes 5. So if you see, so it comes out to be something like 2 to the power 4 into 3 into 5 is what makes 240. Right? Going ahead, if we take an example of say number 360, how can 360 come out? Again we will start dividing by 2. So it will be 2, it will become 180, again divided by 2, it will become 90, we divide by 2 again, it becomes 45. Now it is not divisible by 2, we will divide it by 3. So when it is divisible by 3, it comes out to be 15, and divide by 3 again, it comes out to be 5, and this is what it is. So it comes out to be 360 is 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2 into 5. So this is how you represent 360 and this is how you represent 240, right? So now take this forward. When we take this forward and we try to find the highest common factor, that is the highest common factor among these two of 240 and 360. So what would be the answer? So what we need to do, actually we need to factorize this. So 240, as we have known, is 2 to the power 4 into 3 into 5, whereas 360 is 2 to the power 3 into 3 square into 5, right? That's what our understanding was. We'll check again. Yes, that's what it is. So now we know what is 240, we know what is 360, so we'll find the highest common. What is common among them? So I can see that this is 2 to the power 4 and this is 2 to the power 3. So the common point is 2 to the power 3. And between 3 and 3 square, I can see 3 is common and then 5 is common. So what it comes out to be? 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8 into 3 into 5. 8 into 3 means 24 and 24 means 120. So the answer is 120. So highest common factor between 240 and 360 is 120. So if we have to take least common multiple, now try to understand what is least common multiple. So it has to be a multiple which is common to both of them. Again we will use the same factorization. 240 would be written as 2 to the power 4 into 3 into 5, and 360 will be written as 2 the power 3 into 3 the power 2 and into 5. In least common multiple, what we do is we take the highest possible values. So from here we pick 2 the power 4, from here which is bigger, 3 or 3 the power 2, naturally 3 the power 2, so we pick 3 the power 2, and both have 5, so we'll take 5 as common, and this is what we get. 2 the power 4 can be written as 16, and 3 the power 2 is 9 into 5, right? So here what we get is 16 into 9 into 5, which is 16 into 9 means 144 into 5, which comes out to be 720. So in the case of 240 and 360, what we get is HCF was 120, LCM was 720. So now that is what we have learned today. Today we have started with what are prime numbers. Then we understood what is factorization, and then we moved on to what is HCF and LCM, right? So this is what our learnings for today.